Today I got my hands on a monster phone, the Ulefone Armor 24. It is not about monster performance, rather a rugged phone for outdoor workers or outdoor enthusiasts with a whopping 22 milliamp monster battery, ruggedized design like a weapon and superb dust and water resistant performance. The Ulefone Armor 24 comes with the same simple yellow and black box as most phones. Inside the box, besides the phone, there's a 66-watt charger that supports the PD charging protocols, a Type-C cable, as well as a glass screen protector and a hand strap. I also got a phone pouch which can be easily attached to carabiners and belt, a very nice design. If you just look at the shell, there are large pieces of metal and high-quality rubber used. When I got the phone, my first impression was that it was exquisite. The large amount of metal enhances the texture of the phone. When I look at the phone from the side and back, I must say that it is very cool. And if you look closely, the design can protect the phone very effectively. Like the four corners of the screen, there are protruding rubber for protection, and around the screen, the rubber is higher than the screen, which can protect the screen very effectively if the phone slips out of your hand. The headphone jack and Type-C port are also protected by rubber covers. What attracts me the most is of course the unique LED light at the back. The light has a number of very small LED beads. The brightness is far beyond a normal flash on a cell phone, enough to cope with the most of the outdoor work. But the disadvantage is that it cannot concentrate to light up places far away. In terms of weight, this phone comes in at 643 grams. I wouldn't complain about the weight, and I even think that Armor 24 has a decent weight control when comparing to a power bank with the same capacity. For most people, it's still difficult to carry this phone for long periods of time, but the phone pouch can be a big help at this point. There are two extra buttons on the side. The orange button allows you to set up some shortcuts within the settings, while the other button is the LED shortcut button. And if you pay more attention to it, you will notice that unlike the other buttons on the phone, the LED shortcut buttons are flatter, which prevent them from being accidentally pressed. As usual, the Armor 24 reaches IP68 and IP69K certified protection, so being immersed in water or even facing fine powder and high temperature steam, the phone can still remain reliable. Also, like many Ulefone devices, the Armor 24 has metal contacts that can be used with some specialized equipment. Last but not least, the Armor 24 supports infrared remote control, which can be convenient. As for the screen, Ulefone Armor 24 uses a 6.78-inch LCD screen. The display is unexpectedly good, and the surprise is that this screen supports 120Hz refresh rate. In daily use, it is very smooth. This screen is excellent among all rugged phones. And since this phone is designed for outdoor use, the brightness of the screen will be satisfying for most people. In terms of performance, the Ulefone Armor 24 uses a MediaTek Helio G96 mid-range SoC, which is pretty good in practice, and the G96 can provide enough performance for everyday use. Meanwhile, Ulefone has generally given this phone 12 gigs RAM, so the phone is smooth enough. I also tried gaming with this 640 grams heavy phone, and it has a good performance in games with low graphics. In PUBG Mobile, due to the large 22,000 mAh battery, I can really do this all day. But if you want more from it, like playing Genshin Impact with high performance, the Helio G96 may not be able to do that. The imaging system in Ulefone Armor 24 is very unique. The 64-megapixel main camera has good image quality in the daytime, and there's also a 64-megapixel infrared camera with two infrared LED, which can increase the work efficiency for outdoor workers who need to shoot at night. The most unique feature of this phone is of course its massive 22,000 mAh battery. I must say it is amazing. 10 hours of 1080p online video consumes a mere 27% of the battery, and Genshin Impact for an hour consumes a mere 4% of the battery. That's insane. If you use it as a daily driver, the battery can last for about 4 days. Of course, I don't think anyone would use a 640 grams phone for a long period of time. In terms of charging, 66 watt is very high power in rugged phones. I also did the charging test, and it takes about 2.5 hours to fully charge the battery. It's worth noting that this phone supports 10 watt reverse charging, which is not bad for charging an iPhone, but really isn't that high. That's my only complaint about this phone. Overall, this phone is really a great rugged phone, great protection, bright screen, long battery life. So if you need a stable and reliable phone for outdoor work, then the Ulefone Armor 24 would be your great tool. So this is Ulefone Armor 24 review. Hope you like it. If you want to know more about it, you can head to the link down below. This is Will from China. See you next time.